Boys. Welcome back, and today I think we're gonna have a fun one for you. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but last night I was just playing a bit of Forza, practicing on the wheel, and I got myself a wheel spin. So I spun that wheel spin, and what did I get out of it? None other than the Lamborghini Huracan, which I didn't think was anything special. But then I got to thinking, I wonder if we could get this car to drift. I've never tried drifting a supercar before. I love how this car looks, and I think this could be fun. So I think what we're going to do first is I'm going to throw some upgrades on this and walk you through how I think we should tune this car to drift. And I'll put a timestamp down below if you want to just get straight to the driving, so you can check down there for that. But if you watch to the end of the video, comment that down below so I can make you tomorrow's shout out. Anyways, let's get into the upgrades, and first thing, we gotta put some engine upgrades on it. So I believe with the Huracan, the stock engine is actually gonna give you more horsepower. I know off the bat it says the other one will give us more, but in the end, we're gonna leave it all-wheel drive. I tend to enjoy all-wheel drive drifting a little bit better. And we'll throw the Liberty Walk kit on because it just looks really nice. We'll put the Liberty bumper on because that looks nice. Also a little ducktail. And then I'm going to just leave these stock tires. Normally I do a sport tire compound, but it doesn't seem like we have that option. So I'm going to leave stock. We're going to make the tires very wide. And you know what? I like the rims that are on there. We're just going to make the back rims a little bit bigger though. And we're going to continue to work on it. This stuff's just going to unlock some like fine-tuning in our next step, so it's important to throw on if you're following along. Obviously drift suspension if we're looking to drift. Put on these. I don't know really what they do. I doubt I use it, but throw them on. We're gonna take some weight off, and then we're just gonna throw on all the engine upgrades right here. I'm kind of excited. I've never even tried to drift a supercar before, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try it a few times up and down the needle climb, and then we'll take it to the city and I'll just give you guys some thoughts on it. But this is gonna be interesting. I'm excited. So upgrades are all done. We're just gonna install that. Brings us almost to an X class. I bet you if we had the race tires on, we'd probably be in an X class, and I think we had 1200 horsepower, which is unbelievable. Now it's time for the fun part. And since this car has so much horsepower, I think we probably want a lower overall tire pressure, even though we're trying to drift. So I generally put my rear tire pressure a little lower than my front. So we're going to do a 20 in the rear, 30 in the front. And this gearing ratio is peculiar. There's 7 gears. It's stretched out nicely. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull it out. We're going to work on first gear here. I like my first gear to be pretty short, and all the gears after it getting exponentially shorter. So second gear is pretty short, and third gear even shorter, and then fourth, fifth, sixth, and in this case seventh are all going to be almost exactly the same. So we're going to actually push that out, and then we're going to push it up to about here, and all these gears are going to be very similar to that. This allows you to flip between gears while you're drifting. If you need a tiny bit more angle or a bit more like slide in your drift, then you just drop a gear and you're not like super low RPMs because these are all so close together. This is just how I've tuned my drift cars. If you have a different way, by all means, you can try that out. And then I pull out the final drive a little bit because otherwise I doubt we would go anywhere at all. We'd probably have a top speed of like 20 miles per hour. So we're going to test it here. We're going to play around with that a lot, but we're going to bring our toe back out, and then our camber all negative and toe all positive. If it says top speed failed, that's good news, and it does. We are in luck. Springs, gonna leave that. Aerodynamics, let's just put towards cornering. I'm not sure if that really will do anything. And then, ooh, this is a very weird differential. We're just gonna follow what we normally do for cars though. So we'll put that 100, and then we're gonna put this to 70%. Then for center, I'm not sure what to do. Let's try 90% first. So we're gonna apply these, and then I'm just gonna do a couple drifts up and down the needle climb. I'll just roll some footage, and then if I need adjustments, we'll make adjustments. So I will see you guys at the needle climb, but I'm excited. I have no idea how this is gonna perform at all. It could be the best car ever. Anyways, I'll see you there. All right. This car really wanted to center out, and I'm not really sure what to attribute it to. So we're gonna try a few things here. We're actually gonna give it a higher tire pressure, so we're gonna bump that up to a 45, which is a big increase. And our rear, we're gonna do a 33. I'm not sure if this was what was wrong, but we're gonna test it out. And then for a differential, it seemed like we almost needed a bit more power in the rear, so we're gonna bump this up to a 94, actually. And then for our gearing, I kind of just want to pull it back a tiny bit. Worst case, we can go up into 5th gear, but I want to see how this works. So we're gonna run back down. But first thoughts, it was tricky to drift. It didn't really slide. It just wanted to go straight. So hopefully with the increased tire pressure and more power in the rear, we can get it to slide a little better. So let's see if we can get it up and down once more. Wow. Wow, that's this is unbelievable. This is without a doubt one of the funnest drifting cars I've ever gotten to use, and it makes me feel like I should tune up supercars to drift more often. It slides, it can recover very easily because of how much horsepower it has. Maybe there was a little bit more fine tuning we could do, but I didn't really want to bore you with that. And for what we did, it handled really well. And you see my last run up the needle climb here. It did a good job there, and then I'm just drifting around the city at the end. I honestly just was playing around and recording for like an hour because it was so much fun, so I'm just gonna roll some clips from that, and I recommend it. This is a not expensive car, and it was an absolute blast to build, so go get it. Tune it up exactly the same. This is an unbelievably fun car. So anyways, boys, this was kind of a random video, but I just had an inspiration. Like, I really wanted to tune this car to drift, so I figured I'd turn it into a video for you guys. If you enjoyed it all, let me know down below. I'm more than happy to do more of these random car drift builds, just whatever I come across. It was a blast. Anyways, if you watched all the way through and you caught our hidden word, put it in the comments down below to be tomorrow's shoutout. And if we could hit 500 likes, that would be unbelievable, boys. You have been smashing the like goal since then, so let's put another one up there. Anyways, boys, thank you so much for watching. This was a fun video. Thank you for all the support. I'll see you in the next one. Stay sexy.